pessoal, sejam bem-vindos ao meu canal. Meu nome é Bianca e esse é o meu marido, Jeff.
Oi.
E eu trouxe ele de novo. Hoje ele vai falar sobre o trabalho dele e eu acho que vai ser interessante ter essa conversa. So, babe, can you tell us what do you do?
I work as a correctional officer. I've been a correctional officer for going on 7 years now. I first worked medium security, and it's everything in terms of what you would picture when it comes to a correctional facility. You got the double fences, razor wire. You got patrol going around the perimeter. You got the guard towers, and you got all the cells that open and close electronically. And
Then you moved to this place that you're now, and this place is different.
This place is different. You wouldn't recognize it as a correctional facility at all. In fact, if you saw it, you might just think it's some kind of camp. It's a completely different place. As I said, I worked at a medium security facility, and an inmate tries to escape, tries to jump the fence. We shoot them. That's how medium security works.
What would happen in this place if somebody tries to run away?
If somebody end up,
You can't shoot them.
we can't. In fact, we can yell at them, tell them to stop, but we can't go.
Please come back!
Yeah, we can't go and tackle them or taser them or anything like that.
If you yell and they're still running, then what do you do?
We essentially call the Oregon State Police. And so the reason why it's so different, this is a minimum security facility. We got a lot of people that are only serving a sentence of like 4 to 5 years.
Would it be what kind of crimes?
It
Robbery?
would robbery, crimes like manslaughter, which is like when you if you accidentally hit somebody with your vehicle and they end up
Like
dying,
hit and run?
Yeah, like you hurt somebody with your vehicle and you had been on drugs. We got people like that. White collar crimes, which is basically people who commit fraud, came from a medium security facility, and a lot of them didn't get into trouble there, and they basically applied to go elsewhere. So they applied to the place I work at, and they got there. It's out in the middle of the forest, which is great. And as I said, it looks like it kind of looks like a summer camp.
Cool.
So
the inmates are there. Do they sleep in kind of like cells?
we call them cabins. So like the inmates kind of live in like a cabin. It's not what you think. It's not you walk into a cabin and it looks nice. Oh, look, the chandelier. Oh, it's not. It's nothing. It's nothing fancy.
Not fancy. Okay.
It's just basically a big room with a bunch of metal beds. There's no like decor or
but there's also no
bars.
No bars.
No bars. No
bars. It's just regular doors.
It looks like a regular. It looks like a regular looking.
Does it kind of look like a place where a church
house.
church retreat type of thing?
Yes, it does. It does.
In the middle of nature.
Yeah, in the middle of the nature and everything.
Okay, and what do the inmates do during the day?
Work. They actually work for the Oregon Department of Forestry. So they basically work as wildland firefighters.
Oh.
Oregon every year has a fire. Same with California. Fires break out. It happens. And so, of course, we go out with them. So the officers go and monitor the inmates when they go fight the wildfires. And
so the inmates are actually working. Like, are they getting money out of it?
Yeah, they are getting money. They're getting paid actually a lot better than anywhere else, any other institution.
But they can't use that money.
But
like.
Yeah, they can use that money.
They can buy stuff on Amazon if they wanted.
No, that's not how it works. No, prison has something called canteen. So it's basically it's the Amazon of prison. So there's
I
inmates get like this huge sheet of items that they can purchase,
Oh.
and so they pretty much go down the sheet and they check off like what they want. And then the funds to pay for that comes out of their own account.
But I imagine it's mostly like food related and things like this. Like they can't buy like electronics or things like that.
Oh, they can buy electronics.
Oh, they can?
Yeah, they can buy TVs, they can buy radios.
Oh wow.
Some inmates have even bought PlayStations.
Oh
So-
wow. And they play there?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
So
Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
oh, let me just say, going back to the work that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they still have a job when they're not fighting wildfires during the summer, because they do a lot of, it's called fuel reduction. So, and they also plant trees
Oh, I didn't know that.
too. They'll go out and basically cut down a lot of brush. They cut down a lot of the brush that could potentially cause a wildfire during the summer to be a lot bigger. And so that's called fuel reduction. At camp, there's a lot of stuff that they can do. We have a TV room where they have video games. They have their own library. They have a really nice weight room. There's a chapel.
See, they have a gym.
Yeah, they have a gym.
But so just to clarify, so the prison that you worked before, it had nothing of that. Like they didn't work to receive wages. Medium security.
Actually, in Oregon, there's a law for inmate. There's a law that when an inmate goes to prison, they have to have a job.
Oh.
By doing that, it sets them up for when they leave prison on the outside.
To be more prepared.
Yeah, to be more prepared, because that's the best way for them to abstain from going back into the criminal lifestyle and actually works hard. They actually have a chance at getting a job when they get out of prison.
So you work graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get there, the inmates are already sleeping.
No.
Oh, they're not.
No. So going back to the differences between medium and minimum security. In medium security prison, there's something called the line movement. So you have a time for all the inmates going to the gym. You have a time for all the inmates going to the day room. You have a time for all the inmates going to the yard or some other activity. So we're controlling that movement. Now, minimum security, they have freedom to go to the gym. They have freedom to go to the TV room.
Wow.
They can talk on the phones whenever they want. And so we don't, with the exception of doing count, which is a time where they have to go all back in their cabins and we have to make sure that they're all there. And running the chow line, they have complete freedom of mobility.
So when you get there, they're doing whatever they want. So, and they don't have a time that they have to go to sleep? That they have to...
There is. On weekdays, we close camp at 10 o'clock. So we restrict movement at night, of course.
Mm-hmm.
However, on weekends, of course, they're not working, so we'll have camp open for a couple hours extra until midnight.
Party.
And then, yeah. None of that, I hope. My job is to make sure that there isn't an inmate moving around at night where he's, and make sure he's not in a place where he's not supposed to be. So far, we haven't had any kind of issues or anything like that.
So never had a situation where somebody tried to run away, but
No.
Any weird situations, any weird experiences you've had?
Not really. I mean, it's easy. It's an easygoing place. So it's just basically like any other job, right? You do what you're supposed. If you do what you're supposed to do, you're usually not going to have any issues. So.
Legal.
Legal. That's my job.
Obrigada, amor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ok, pessoal, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se vocês têm alguma pergunta, alguma coisa, deixa nos comentários e daí eu vou perguntar pra ele e a gente pode responder. Se vocês também têm mais sugestões de vídeo, também pode deixar nos comentários. E a gente se vê na próxima. Tchau!
Tchau!